won just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, that's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
They'll try to pick up the first. The Sooners will keep this drive going.
How about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass for the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Give to the running back. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He throws one to the left. Grabs it inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. Oklahoma. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it, open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try the run. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get in. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Offense working from the pistol. They move the tight end all over. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. When they have something to cheer about here, this Kyle Field crowd is the most choreographed group in all of college football.
They've got so many chants and cheers that I had no clue about, Reese, until we visited. And you see it's choreographed, it's perfect together. And how about this choreographed start? Exactly how they drew it up early, getting this place going bananas.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Jackson will throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
It's complete to the right, and he goes out of
coverage. You need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He leaves it with his back. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Back to pass. It's O'Neal. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, though.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Quick quickly to the tight end.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Jackson gonna throw it. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his man. It's Mitchell. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Looking to throw on second down. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
Well, he was trying to get his feet down. You saw a little toe tap action there, but ultimately it ends up being an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. The give to the tailback. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were...
picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Coming after it. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This is a 3rd and long. Trying to get to him. And they got him for the sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Here's the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Jackson will throw. Looking left. Makes the grab. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. On the ground, it's Willihan. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. Tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Movement here from the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
A first down run in the red zone. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They've held this ball forever, driven it deep. Now facing a 3rd and goal. To the air, it's O'Neal. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They feed him again. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Savage. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Sooners are on the move. They want to just keep throwing it. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Jackson gonna throw it. Got his man in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game. execute the in route there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hicks. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes a connection. Touchdown Sooners! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat and turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. DB's right up on the receivers. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
It's complete on the right side. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the 1st down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. That pass is incomplete.
This is a no-brainer right now. After that incompletion, trailing by what you are in this area of the field, 4th and short, just kick the field goal. It's what you need to give yourself a chance to win.
And it's right down the boulevard. And they've regained the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 10 over Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Jackson will throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
Soft spot in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
To the ground with the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Just over a minute to go in this one. They have the lead now to try to hold it. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Bringing it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking for a man. It's O'Neal. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for one pitch, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Quick strike complete. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving.
He'll take a shot. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. They'll throw it on first down. He's going up top here late in the game. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Jackson gonna throw it. He's taking a deep shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no...